why I'm in my pyjamas.
That was 10 Tons, one of my favourite new acts that I've seen this weekend at the Neverworld on our BBC Introducing its Kent stage. He is George Ezra's brother. Little fun fact for you.
Oh, no, this is the microphone that you need to use.
Yeah, sorry, this mic. This mic.
Here we go. I'm on now. I'm on. That's what happens when you broadcast live from festivals. You can't hear people. But I'm back here. You just heard 10 Tons, and we are live and dangerous, as you just heard, from the Neverworld, presented by Leafest. I've now got the two main men in front of me. So Dan from Bastille, who is the headliner for tonight, and the guy who makes this festival happen and does it every single year from the love from within his heart, Mr. Lee Denny. How are you, Lee?
I'm wonderful. How is Dan?
Fine, thanks.
Yeah.
Who's interviewing who though, mate?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, Dan wanted to interview me, so
right,
I'm meant to be quiet. Okay, I'll be good.
So let's talk about the festival. How's it been going this weekend?
Good. It's insanely busy. It just never stops. There's just so many jobs that keep going.
Let's hear about the showers.
Yeah, we fucked up the showers. So
I
apologise for that.
Oh, Dan's good.
I apologise for that. Other swear words do exist and are available, but that was the one that Lee from Leafest, off of Leafest Meets Neverworld, chose to say on the radio. Next question. That's fine.
Well, can I?
This is going very well.
Please.
Okay, so tell me who your favourite act has been so far.
So far, who have I seen? I saw some DJs called My New Leng down there last night, really bass madness. They were really, really good. I saw a tiny bit of Childcare yesterday. Yes. Good friends.
On Thursday?
Yes, on Thursday. And that's been about all I've seen, to be honest.
Least favourite band on the bill?
Oh, I'm not going to answer
Bastille,
that.
I reckon.
I'm joking. I'd say Bastille, yeah, definitely. There you go.
No, but let's talk about Childcare, because Dan, you live with Ed, the lead singer of Childcare, and they're one of our favourite Kent and London bands. We play them loads in the show. So, what's he like to live with, please?
He's a wonderful housemate. Very conscientious.
Very
He's
good.
an amazing cook. He used to be a nanny, right?
That's why they're called Childcare, because he used to do childcare. So
until very recently, he was a nanny, but he
does he do that for you?
He's basically my nanny. Yeah,
the nappies, everything.
Four of us live there, and it's really nice. Like, me and him are in bands, the other two aren't, but we I saw him on Friday morning. He just got back from here. I was like, how was it? I'm there on Saturday. I was like, yeah, cool.
Nice. So trade festival notes.
Yeah, exactly. He told me what to look out for. Told me to avoid you.
Yeah, lunch. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, he's a diva. Did he say?
He is. Well, he is. No, I mean, I imagine that. I live with him, and he's a bit of a diva.
And you took those guys out on tour as well, didn't you?
Yes, we did.
How was that? How were those shows?
It was brilliant. We were lucky enough to do like a sort of arena tour of the UK and Europe and the States, and we took them on a bunch of the dates with us. And I guess I think we just feel incredibly lucky to get to do shows on that scale. I never ever would have imagined that. We started out, driving around the country in a car we borrowed from our friend's mum and sleeping on our friends' floors, like doing shows in pubs and stuff. So we never thought we'd get to play, get to headline festivals like this or get to play, arenas or anything like that. So it's kind of very surreal. And then be able to just take your mates with you, who you also massively respect as musicians. Like, that's such a privilege. So It was awesome. Yeah, it was really fun. They used to listen to that song by Naked, that sexual song.
Oh, yeah.
For the warm-up.
That was their warm-up.
I've seen this warm-up, yeah.
Oh,
they introduced me to that song.
It was just like dance, like this.
Yeah. Dance moves that put us all to shame.
And I guess tonight must feel really special, because I know that Leafest was they put you guys on pretty early on in your career, didn't they?
It's one of our first ever festivals. I think it was maybe our first UK festival.
Amazing. I didn't know. Yeah.
So what year was it you would have played for the first time? Like super early?
1942.
BC?
I was talking to Clean Bandit about this yesterday, because they were at the same festival.
Same year as us.
Same year as you, and now both back here, and we were talking about it. We can't remember. It was like 11 or 12, something like that.
I think it would have been... well, we only started in like 11 or 12, so it would have been... We narrowed it down to neither of us knowing.
Thanks for coming back. And not
Thanks for having us back.
When you just joined global superstardom.
Shut up. No, it's amazing to see what you've done with this place, man. I love the Neverworld theme.
Thanks.
What's your favourite, so of the areas, which you can talk us through, which is your favourite of the areas and why?
I love Mermaids Lagoon and the beach there, mainly because we put a drag club in, and like a lot of people that come to this festival just have never seen drag before. And really, what we're trying to do with all of this, with all of this, is just get people to come and discover new stuff that they haven't seen before. So people coming and discovering that and having an incredible time and walking out like so much more LGBTQ friendly. And then the other way around as well, like people coming down this end and discovering drum and bass and punk that, you know, have come for pop acts or something like that, and just opening their eyes and just trying to get people to go to as many different little things as they can.
I guess that's because that's what's nice about festivals, I think, particularly these days, is that there are still some that are pretty niche in a genre, but like generally with, I guess, streaming and the sort of broadening of culture and the ease with which you can get lots of different music, everyone is into a little bit of everything, and you, I guess, expect to come to a festival and try a little bit of everything. You know, you might find yourself at like 4 a.m. listening to drum and bass and be like, wow, this is life-changing, and that's all I'm going to listen to now from now until when I die.
Or you might be just chilling out on a jazz stage in the woods.
And then end up like getting a lap dance from a drag queen.
Yeah, that's what it's all about.
Literally anything can happen here, and that is what makes it the best.
That's why it's called Neverworld, because it's a place of people's dreams. Yeah.
Yes.
Full circle.
So how do you prepare for your set tonight, Dan? What have you been doing? Some stretching, some yoga,
stretching.
eating some halloumi fries.
Some great halloumi fries, a couple
They're
of coffees.
so good, weren't they?
They were pretty great, yeah. I don't know, we just been hanging out.
Do you warm up? Do you like childcare? Do you have a ritual?
We do, because we're not very good at taking ourselves seriously, or we're not a band that sort of does like a group hug ever, or before a gig. But we do, I think, particularly when we're at a festival, everyone wanders off and goes and watches different bands and stuff. I think it's nice to get together, and we do like just a really embarrassing vocal warm-up, basically, which started because when we were touring and playing shows like every day for weeks and weeks and weeks, we were all losing our voices, and it got from there. Now it's become just a bit of a habit. It's quite nice to all be in a room together for 5 minutes before a gig, I guess. I mean, that makes it sound like we don't look at each other or talk to each other. We do. But as in, like, particularly when there's a lot going on at a festival, someone's off watching one band, someone's having a nap, you never know.
What's important, like the human connection part, which if you're touring relentlessly and you don't have that connection, it starts to
we do. We live on a bus together. We sleep within like a half a foot of each other every day. So there's, if anything, there's way too much human connection.
Is there?
So close.
Not like that. Maybe like that.
Anyway,
What happens on the tour bus stays on the tour bus.
Warned me earlier. They were like, "We can trust you guys on the radio."
Well, you swore. You dropped an F-bomb straight away.
Lee.
I'm sorry.
Lee.
You asked me about the showers. You know that's a really stressful situation for me.
Yeah. So who do we blame?
Some responsible festival owners and runners can mind their language. If me from a mediocre band cannot swear on the radio for 5 minutes, you as a businessman and festival extraordinaire could probably learn to do the same.
Dan, I promise you, I will brush up my language. I'm sorry, mate.
I'm mortified on your behalf.
Right, Lee, go wash your mouth out with soap.
Okay.
Dan, have a great set tonight.
Thank you.
Let's end this before any more chaos happens. Thank you very much, gentlemen.
Thank you so much for having us.
Let's hear some Bastille now. This is Pompeii.